Hey, you tourists, it's your boy Domination. This is Back on the Basic. Chugging the deuce out of text, baby. Man of this back and doing this and this. Real men wrestling, fake men wrestling. Real wrestling, fake wrestling. Prep the rep, preacher, preach on. Welcome to the Back in Basic broadcast video. Welcome to the Back in the Basic broadcast. Back in the Basic, we continue unsung previous episode. We already put a new series of review episode. We're going to talk about previous episode we never done on the Back in Basic show. But then we're going to do another previous episode of Unsung Review. We're going to talk about this lovely, beautiful lady who's the first lady of Motown. Y'all know her. You guessed it. You love her. Everyone loves her. Rest in peace. This beautiful, lovely lady's name is Mary Walsh. Rest in peace to Mary Walsh, the first lady of Motown. Nothing you can say is my God. That's her biggest record they should accomplish, and B-Man Punch and many more. Let's talk about Mary Walsh. Okay, let's talk about this beautiful, very talented, standing talented young lady. Okay, Mary Adderley Walsh, born Mary Adderley Walsh, born May the 13th, 1943. 1943, I mean. So she passed away July the 26th, 1992. R.I.P. Rest in peace. Was an American singer who helped to define re-engage the sound of Motown. She was. In the early 1960s, along with the Supremes, the Miracles, Temptation, and the Four Tops, Walsh was said to have been part of the change in black music onto the radio stations and recording circle of the mainstream American, bringing the color lines in music at the time. She was the first black woman that been in the music scene with the label, the biggest label, the sounding of music, Motown. Give it up to this label, put some respect to her. With the singing of the hit singles and combined mainly by Smokey Robinson, including The One Who Really Loved You, Two Lovers, and the Grammy nominee You Beat Me to the Punch, all in 1962, plus her nation hit My God, 1964. She become recognized as the queen of Motown, but people say it's Donna Ross, but the original queen is this lady. Until her departure from the company in 1964, at the height of her popularity, she was one of Motown's first singers, superstar. She was born in Detroit, Michigan, but died in Los Angeles, California. So she was 49 years old. R.I.P. May she rest in peace. The life and the career, the early life, and invite the recordings. Mary Adderley Walsh was born near Detroit Wayne State University on May the 13th, 1943, to a mother who worked as a domestic and a representative father, one of the three children. She attracted of some spiritually and medically at the young age of 2, some kind of condition that she's facing, and struggled with partly of blindness, poor thing, and deafness in one ear, and terminally analysis at age 10. Walsh attractive clinically and crossly obsessive. During her early years, Walsh lived in a poor residence Detroit district. By age 12, she was helping her mother with the house cleaning work. She described the older years later. Day work, they call it. and it was damn cold on the highway. Turley and Misery is Detroit's London in January with a half a frozen bucket of spice and spawn. Mary Walsh. Okay. Walsh used to sing at Walsh used to sing as her confronts from her pain, and by the age 10 has graduated from church's choir to perform at the local nightclubs in Detroit area. Walsh graduated from Detroit Northwest High School at the age of 17 and set her sights on become a scientist. That's great. But after he heard about the success of Detroit musicians, much as Jackie Robinson and the Miracles, she decided to try her hand at music as a singer-songwriter. Not only that she's a singer, she's a good songwriter too. In 1960, 17-year-old Waldy approached Tiana of Records and founder Barry Gordy at Detroit 20 Grand Club with a song she had introduced indeed for Jackie Robinson to record. Since Walsh know of Gordy collaboration with Walson, however, a ties Gordy indeed Walsh sing the song in front of him and impress. Gordy have Walsh enter Detroit United Sound of System to record the single titled Bye Bye Baby. After reportedly 22 takes, Gordy signed Walsh to the Motown side of his independence of a record deal and released the song as a single. In September 1960, it was peaked at number 8 on the U.S. Billboard R&B chart in 1961 and later crossed over to the pop single charts where it peaked at number 45. Walsh's early Motown recordings reflect a rough R&B sound, then the smoothest style of her bigger hit. Walsh became the first Motown female artist to have a top 40 pop single after the Mikey Stevenson penned doo-wop song I Don't Want You to Take a Chance hit a number 33 in June 1961. In the following of that year, Motown issued her first album and released a third single, the blues ballad Strange Love, where that record was bombing. Gordy set Walsh up with the Miracles lead singer Smokey Robinson and thought she was hailing it as the first female of Motown. Walsh was internally Motown's third female signed act. Chelsea Rogers of Motown, the first star group. The Miracles had been referenced to by Barry Gordy as the first lady of Motown Records during to her being signed as a member of the group. And in late 1959, Detroit blues gospel singer Marley John have signed to the then fatherly label in a year prior to Walsh's arrival. Nevertheless, Walsh's early hits as one of the label's few female solo acts did make her the label first female star and its first finally successful solo artist. All right, I'm gonna read some of it, not all of it, but some of it. Success. Wall's team up with Robinson led to a success list of hit singles over the following 2 years. The first collabo, 1962, "The One Who Really Loved You," was Wall's first hit. Peep at number 2 on the R&B charts and number 8 on the Hot 100. The song featured a Constantino style soul production that defined Wall's early hits. Motown released the familiar sound "You Beat Me to the Punch" a few months later. The song became her first R&B #1 hit, her first R&B number one single. Peeping at number 9 on the pop charts. The single of "You Beat Me to the Punch" helps to make Walsh the first Motown star to be nominated for a Grammy winner, when the song was nominated for Best Rock and Roll Recording in 1963. In later 1962, "Two Lovers" became Wall's third consecutive of singles to hit the top 10 of R&B, the top 10 of Billboard Hot 100, peeping at number 7, and become her second #1 hit on the R&B charts. This helps to make Walsh the first female solo artist to have 3 consecutive top 10 singles on the pop charts. The track sold over 1 million copies and was awarded a golden disc. Wall's second album, also titled "The One Who Really Loves You," was released in 1962 and peeping at the number 8 on the pop album charts, making the teenager singer a breaking through star and giving her the clout at Motown. Wall's success at the label was recognized when she became a headliner during the first string of Motown retinue of concerts starting in the fall of 1962. The singer showcased a variety of stage presence that contrasted with her salted R&B recordings. Wall's successful continued in 1963 when her hit the top 20 with the oo-wop ballad "Laughing Boy" and scoring 3 consecutive of top 40 singles. Your Old Standby, "You Lost in the Sweeter Boy," and it's be aside. "What Easy for 2 is So Hard for 1." You Lost the Sweetest Boy was one of the first hits singles and composed by the successful Motown songwriting and producing duo of Hollis Abdullah and Hollis through Robinson's renamed Walsh's primary producer. And also in 1963, Walton recording a session of successful B-side that arguably become as well known as her hit, including Operator, "What's Love Had to Join the Together," "Two Wrongs Doesn't Make It Right," and "Old Love, Let's Try It Again." Walsh and Robinson also recorded a duo titled I Want You Round," which would been really recording by Marvin Gaye and Kim Westlington. In 1964, Wilson recorded "My God." The Smokey Robinson song became her trademark single, reaching the number one on the Cash Box R&B charts for 7 weeks, and become the number one R&B single of the year. The song successfully crossed over to the Billboard Hot 100, where it evenly replaced Louis Armstrong, "Hello, Darling," Darling at the number one. Remained there for 2 weeks. The song becomes Walt's second million-selling single. To build on the song's success, Motown released a dual album recording with following Motown singer star Marvin Gaye together. The album peaked at the number one on the R&B charts, R&B album charts. I mean, and the number 42 on the pop album charts, and yarded the double side hit "Once Upon a Time" and "What's the Matter with You, Baby." "My God" was one of the first Motown songs to break on the other side of the Pacific, and evenly peaked at the number 5 on the UK charts, and making Waltz a international star. Around this time, the Beatles stated that Walton was their favorite American singer. I didn't know that. And soon she was given and invited to open for the group during their tour of the United Kingdom, through making her the first Motown star to perform in the UK. Waltz was the only one of the 3 female singers to open for Beatles. For Beatles, that's good. And the other being in Berkeley and Holloway, and Jackie DeJohnette, Danny Treadwell, achieving her in live show in Detroit. Wallace making friends with all 4 Beatles, and later released a tribute album, love songs to the Beatles. In middle of a decade, former Motown sales chief Berkeley and Allen described Wallace's landmark success in 1964. In 1964, Mary Walsh was our big artist. I don't think there any an audience with the age of 30 through 50 that don't even know the words to "My God" in 1992. Okay, and here's the problem here. Leaving Motown. Erratically during her most successful year, Wall was having problems with Motown over her original recording contract, which she had signed at the age of 17. She was also reportedly angry that the money made from "My God" was being used to promote the Supremes. Yeah, they did her wrong. Who has found success with "Where Did Our Love Go," just as "My God" was promoted, using the profits from another early hit Motown song. Though Gordy reportedly attempted to renegotiate with Walsh, the singer still asking to be free from her contract with Motown. And the prejudice of the lawsuits keep Walsh away from the studio for several months, as she and Gordy breaking the contract details with Walls fighting to gain a larger sharing of the royalties she has earned during her intensity with Motown. Finally, Walls rewrote a causing that allowed her to leave the label and invited the courts that her original contract was in void as she has signing while she was still a minor. Walsh won her lawsuit. Yep, she won her lawsuit and was awarded a settlement, leaving Motown officially in early 1965. In worldly upward, did she accept a lawsuitable $200,000 contract with 20th Century Fox 20th Century Fox Records. That's crazy. Part of the term of the agreement of her release was that she could not receive any royalties from her past working with the label, including using of her likeness to promote herself. That's not right. They did that, man. That's why I say to people, man, be careful how you get into the industry, because people imagine they'll do that stuff to you, man. And it's sad. This music industry is very stifle industry. Career struggle. A worldly of Walls working on material for her new recording label while dealing with other issues, including being forbidden for weeks and suffering from internal assist. Walls was in the list that 20th Century Fox released, including the first single. Ain't it? It's the truth. It's a B-side. Stop taking me for granted. The lonely track, the lonely top 40 hit, using your head, and never leave me. However, the album was flopped, as did the Beatles tribute album she released not too long afterwards. Rumor has hint Motown would have threatened to sue the radio stations for playing Walsh posted Motown music during this time. Yeah, that's not right. That's wrong. As a stressful period in which Walsh and the label battle over fidelity issues after her after her records failed to chart successfully. The singer asked to be let go in 1965 and leave with a small settlement. Oh man, that's what I hate about the record label, man. The record labels, it just ain't right. It ain't right at all. It ain't right. It ain't right at all. In 1966, Walsh signed with Atlantic Records and Sutherland and succeeded working with producer Clyde Davis. Hell with Clyde Davis. She scored her final top 10 R&B hit with Dear Lover, which also becomes a moderately successful pop hit, peeping at the number 51. However, much like her transition with the 20th Century Fox, the singer struggled to come up a following up hit, and in 1968 she left the label for Charlie Records, where she was scoring her last pop hit, The Doctor, a song she co-wrote with then husband Cutley more Warmack. Meanwhile, she has attempted a film career, but only managed a guest starring role in 1967. Catholic Catholic Castle Crossett in 1970. Walsh left JW for a short-lived deal with Warner Music and Southerly and Reflected Records and released two Bobby Womack produced single in 1972. Walsh scored a UK hit with a reissue of My God, which was released on the Totally of a Motown label and climbed to the number 14 through a reissue. Walsh promoting the single heavily and appeared on the Britain TV show The Top of the Pop for the first time. Despite this medically reveal, she declared to retire from the music in 1974 to raise her family. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. We're just gonna read just few. That's it. We ain't gotta read any more. We just read a few. Because it says here in 1989, Walsh was celebrated with a Pioneer Award from the Rhythm and Blues Foundation during its adoration years. Now, what is her personal life? Walsh married twice, first in 1960 to the Detroit singer Ernestine Griffin. The marriage of the teenager couple was troubled from the start. The marriage of the teenager couple was troubled from the start during to their age, and Griffin with unhealthily control of Walsh. They divorced in 1963. Despite the rumor she never dated following Motown singer Marvin Gaye. There were rumors they say she dated Marvin Gaye, she said it's not true, which would go on to have successful duets partnership with Kim Westington and Tammy Terrell and Donna Ross after Walsh have left Motown. In 1966, Walsh married singer-songwriter Cecily Womack, formerly of the Valentines, and the younger brother of a musical Bobby Womack. So that's his brother, Cecily Womack. The marriage lasted until 1977 and produced 3 children. Walsh began an affair with another Womack brother, Chris, during her marriage to Chastity. Her relationship with Chris Womack was reportedly abusive. Walsh was victoriously chin smoking and went through a bout of depression during her marriage. After separation from Cecily, she committed suicide. She attempted suicide by overdose on sleeping pills. When word has linked of her affair with Chris, who was married. After the failed suicide attempts, Walsh fought another method of what she was called meditative, including using cocaine. Over time, she developed a heroin addict. Her drug habit causing after she became pregnant with Chris' child. After splitting from Chris in 1990, Walsh focused on raising her younger daughter, Sugar, born in 1986, until her cancer appeared. Walls have four children: Sudley Jr., Henry, and Stacy, with Cecil Warmack, and Sugar with Crystal Warmack. That's sad. That's really sad, man. Let me go ahead and finish this up because I don't want to read all of it. Read some of it. Okay, and this is her death. The death in the summer of 1992. Wall's cancer returned, and she was rushing to the Kennedy and Leslie Jr. Cancer Hospital in Los Angeles with with the effects of her unsuccessful treatment with a weakening in the immune system. Walsh died on July 26, 1992, at the age of 49. After her funeral, which including a urologist and urology given by her old friend and former collaboration Smokey Robinson, Walsh was cremated and her ashes are laid to rest in Conleyton of Fort Lane Memorial Park. In a Warmack family, cousin of family friend Sam Cooke is buried in the Gardens of Honors, about 850 feet and 260 million to the west. Right, I guess right close to her. That's what they were saying. And other through Walls have been and for inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, being nominated twice in 1986 and 1987. She have yet to achieve it. Walsh earned one Grammy Award nominee during her career. Her song "My God" was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 1999. Walsh was given one of the first Pioneers Awards by the Rhythm and Blues Foundation in 1989. Years later, the foundation raised more than $50,000 to help with her treatment after her illness had wiped out of all her finance. Walsh was inducted into Michigan Rock and Roll Legends of Hall of Fame in 2016. She was inducted into the Natural Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. She was inducted in the Natural Rhythm and Blues Hall of Fame in 2017. Okay, here's her hits. It's a lot of them. From Bye Bye Baby, I Don't Want to Take a Chance, and The One Who Really Loves You, The Two Lovers, Lover Boy, and Your Old Standing By. You Lost the Sweet Boy. What's So Easy for Two? What's So Easy to is so hard for What's So Easy for Two is so hard for one. My God. So that's the biggest records that she accomplished in 1964, and other hits as well. But My God's always been her for it's her, My God is the only record where it will remain her legacy, and other hits too. But give it up to this woman, the first lady of Motown, Mary Walsh. May she rest in peace, and her music will live on for many years, generation more to come. Very talented, very respectable young lady, and pray for her family, and many people years to know her music will live more to come. So that's all I can say. It's your boy Domination. This is Back in the Basic. Children do text, baby. Until next time, alright? Alright. Peace. I'm out. Alright, peace.